lovelies, welcome back to the channel. We are doing a Q&A today that I've been meaning to do for freaking weeks, but what are we doing? Q&A! Q&A is what we're doing. Been meaning to do it for ages, finally got around to it. I asked questions like one time and intended on doing the Q&A, but then they disappeared. Because I do it on Instagram, so you should follow me on Instagram so you can be around. Because I take questions for these Q&A videos on Instagram, but I also occasionally just do Q&As on Instagram itself, so you should follow me there if you want to catch up on those and just see what I'm doing in general day-to-day life. But yeah, I lost the questions one time, so then I asked again. This time I remember to screen record all of the questions, so we're a little more prepared this time. So we're just gonna jump right into it. Question number one is, might you be interested in visiting England this year? Depending when this video is going up, I might actually be in England as it's happening, or I might just be back from England. I'm recording before England, but I am going to London this weekend. Less than a week. I am not prepared at all. I don't know where I'm flying from. I don't know where I'm flying to. I don't know how I'm getting from the airport to the place I'm staying. I don't really know anything of what's happening. Someone asked if I wanted to come to London for a girls' weekend, and I was like, yeah. So, making good decisions. I think we're going to Voodoo at Electric Works. It's like the same place that Slimelight is, but it's not Slimelight, it's Voodoo. There are always questions that come up that I want to answer because I think it would be really funny, but at the same time it would probably just cause problems, so I shouldn't. I have a few questions in the realm of if I wasn't doing YouTube, what would I like to do, or just things like that. I'm honestly not really sure. I've just been so focused on this that I haven't really put a lot of thought into anything else, which I don't know, maybe I should just in case. But I don't know, my issue is just what I want to do always changes, like in everything, like fashion and just day to day. You know, like I'll fixate on one thing and I'll fixate on another thing. And like YouTube kind of lets me do that, whereas other things might not so much. I don't know, it's kind of hard to, I don't know, it's hard to imagine doing other things, but someone wants to know how my mum's doing now. She's doing fine. Like everything with her surgery went okay. There were like the complications after, but that's been fine ever since. And yeah, no, she's doing great. Took her to get her second ever tattoo recently. I got a tattoo on the same day we both went in, but it happened to be April 1st, and whenever I told people what she got for her tattoo that day, they thought it was an April Fool's joke. No. My mom got a Slim Shady tramp stamp. Yes. So, yeah, she's doing good. She wants another one now, I can't remember. I think she wanted something around her ankle or something, so she's getting the bug. Would you live in a cozy tiny house? Like, as adorable as they are and as much as I, like, in theory love the idea, I don't think I could. I have too much crap, and unfortunately I like all of my crap. And I myself am just too large and clumsy of a person. I think I would go insane living in a tiny house. I lived in a normal house before, and it was just on the smaller side, and just moving throughout that house, I would just bang into things. Like, I need space, really. Which hair dye do you use? I haven't dyed my hair in ages and I really need to. I'm lucky that I have dark hair anyway, so like even if I haven't dyed it for months, it's not hugely obvious, but it's been a long time. I just used the Cosmic Blue from, was it Schwarzkopf XXL Live or something? It's just, yeah, like that one that I feel like everyone uses. When you get a home, do you plan to get another cat or do a house tour? I'll not be getting another cat because Sebastian would be furious. I will do a house tour though. I have a lot of questions asking what my next tattoo is going to be. I think I've maybe had 3 since the last time I uploaded. I got a beetle, a cicada, yes, and like a ghost on the back of my leg. In terms of what I'm wanting next, I have like 4 or 5 general ideas of things I want, but I don't have anything booked right now, so I'm not sure like when that'll be happening, but I do know things that I want, I just haven't made the steps to start getting them. A few questions asking what perfumes I'm wearing most right now. Most of my perfume collection is tucked away in a box bag somewhere along with everything else I own. But a few that I have been wearing would just be Love by Kilian, which is like quite possibly my all-time favourite perfume. It just smells so fucking good. I've also been wearing Death and Decay by Lush here and there. And then, what's it called? It might just be called Bubblegum or something by Moschino. It's like a little pink teddy bear bottle and it's just like really, really nice. Like I remember like when I got that, I just like covered myself in it. And because I usually like, I mix a lot of perfumes and products and different smells. And it's really funny because whenever I wore that one, my ex said like that perfume just smelled like me. Like the combination of scents I'd already used, that perfume was like it in a bottle. So yeah, it's a really like nice like sweet one, but it has like a hint of floral or something. I don't know, it's really nice. But it's a bit light and I feel like it doesn't last super long, so it loses points for that. Where do you see yourself in the next year? Any future plans / goals? I don't know. it's such a mess that I can't. I literally cannot imagine for a second what life will be like a year from right now. I don't know. It could be great. It could be absolutely amazing. I could be having the time of my life and everything might have fallen into place by then, or it could be a disaster and there's no way to tell right now. So in terms of like plans and goals, I just want to get more videos out. I want to start streaming. I want to travel. I obviously want a house. I would like to get back on top of the whole merch thing. I know there'd be things that I would ideally like to get fixed within my personal life, but that's... Would you ever consider moving to Barcelona by yourself? I wouldn't say no. I'm just not planning out right now for like a whole bunch of reasons. For one, I was always really stressed at the thought of trying to move Sebastian there. I was never happy about that whole situation, and if there was anything that made me relieved that it fell through, it was knowing that I wouldn't have to do that, because I was so scared about trying to do that safely. He is my baby, and the thought of anything going wrong in the flight or anything just was so scary. It was, that and trying to get furniture and just belongings over all is a bit overwhelming. And then the biggest thing is the price difference. Rent from Barcelona to Belfast, or whenever I say Belfast, I mean Northern Ireland. I'm not specifically looking in Belfast, but that's just Northern Ireland in general. Belfast and its surrounding areas. Yeah, the rent prices are extremely different. And I want to touch on that really quickly. People keep getting at me. Some people are getting at me, some people are just genuinely curious, but the whole like, why are you only looking for houses? Why not just get an apartment? Why houses? You know, just get an apartment. For one, when I say I'm looking for a house, I mean house or apartment. I don't like, I'm not actually specifying house, I'm just using that word. Two, it's really not like it is in other places. I was actually talking to my friend about this recently because she's originally from Germany, but she lives here now. There are generally a lot more houses here available than apartments. Like, I know in other places it's different, and like a house is like a much more like expensive thing, and an apartment is like, you know, what most people get. It's not really like that here. We have a lot more houses than apartments from what I can gather. And honestly, I feel like a lot of the time the apartments are actually kind of more expensive than the houses, because I guess they're newer, like they're like more recently built is why I assume that is, maybe? I'm just guessing with that. But yeah, like, you know, I'll be seeing a house that's like 3 or 4 bedroom for like, say like £600 a month or something. Meanwhile, there's like a tiny 2-bedroom apartment that's like 1,200 a month within like a few miles of each other. Like, it's just, so it's not really the same here as it is in a lot of other places. But generally when I say I'm looking for a house, I mean both, but there actually are more reasonably priced houses typically available than there are apartments in what I'm looking for. So I don't know what to tell you. But it was really good to like speak to someone from another country and be like, have you, like, you've noticed here it's different, right? And you know, they agreed with me, so just, I'm not crazy. I have one here that says, I worked on the door at the venue kids nights. Did I confiscate alcohol from you? I don't think so, but my memory for that whole time period is terrible. Not because I was drunk, by the way, just just my memory seems to be crap. There's so many pictures I've seen from back then, I'm like, I don't remember this. I don't think I ever drank at the venue. I don't think I started drinking until like after I kind of, oh no, well, I don't know. I don't think so, but it's a possibility. I love that that's a thing. Okay, moving on. Any unusual phobias? I don't know if I have anything particularly like unusual. I don't like wasps, but I feel like that's fairly common. Like, they're flying stingers. So I'm quite claustrophobic, but specifically just for feeling like trapped. Like, I'm okay in small spaces if I'm in control, but the set, like, I could like climb into a tiny cupboard and be totally fine, but then if someone like put something against that cupboard, I would immediately freak out. And more specifically, like, if I get stuck in clothes, I really panic. So, like, you know, like you're trying to take a dress off and it gets like stuck over your head, I will start to actually like hyperventilate and like be verging on a panic attack, and I really have to talk myself down and be like, it's okay, you're not gonna die. So, but again, I don't know how unusual that is. I can't think of anything like weird. A lot of people just generally asking how I am at the minute. I'm okay. I have like the past 2 weeks or so, I have been in a bit of a sad slump. There's just like a bunch of stuff going, mostly the living situation, but there's just like a bunch of other little things going on that have just had me feeling really low, but like, it's fine, I'll pick back up. That's life. I spoke about it a little more in like a recent Get Ready With Me that I just filmed there, but yeah, no, I'm okay. It's just, you know, there's always gonna be things, especially in my current situation. Will you have a wish list open once you've solidified a place? I would love to send you a gift. I have one open now. A family member is letting things be sent from it to their address, and I'm basically just keeping anything. I haven't really posted about it much, so like there hasn't been a lot, but the couple of things that have come off of it, I've just left them in their boxes, haven't touched them, and I'm going to continue to do that. And then I don't know, like, you know, if, like I said, no one has to get me anything off it, just to be clear, but it's there for if anyone wants to. And then, like, you know, if I just keep everything in its boxes until I get a house, then maybe it'd be fun when I do get a house, just like, you know, sit down, empty room with the boxes and just like do like a little unboxing or something. That might be a fun thing to do, I don't know. But yeah, I do have one for like specifically home stuff for like starting the new life. I do have one, it is set up, the link is down in the description. Please tell me you're coming out with a Kaya plushie soon. I don't have any plans to right now, but if it's something that enough people really wanted, I could look into it. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in, leave a comment and I'll maybe see if I can figure that out if people seem to want it. I don't know. What's the most positive thing about being single again after so many years? No one to like just not having to worry, like not having to walk on eggshells or like be concerned about, I don't know, just like be in trouble for anything. I don't know, just not having anyone there to like, I don't know how to word it better, but just that element of freedom has definitely been like a weight off. Like just, what's the word? No one to answer to? I don't know, just, yeah, there's just less to worry about in that sense. What's your whole natal chart or like your big three? I don't really believe in astrology stuff, but I wouldn't actually really have a problem with it if it weren't for the fact that everyone was mean to me about mine. Literally, like I was at a party and like I like joined a little group and they're like, oh, we're talking about astrology, what's your sign? And I was like, no, I'm not telling you, because every time I tell people they're mean to me about it and they're like, oh, are you Gemini or Scorpio? And I was like, fuck. So yeah, I'm Gemini, which apparently is just the worst thing in the world. But like most things I see about Gemini, I really don't relate to. I don't know, it's not something that I personally believe in, but I know a few of my chart just because I'd looked it up and I was disappointed because it was boring, because I'm Gemini sun, but then my moon, rising and Venus are all Taurus, and I was like, I wanted a bit more variety than that. So that's all I can remember, but I don't remember what the rest is. I want to go on a date. I do not. Not just with you, just in general. What is your advice on trying not to scare small children? Try not to? You've got the wrong girl. Honestly, I don't think I've ever found any small kids to be scared of me. They're usually like fascinated, to be honest. Do you ever want to just rage? Every day. Okay, I think that's enough for today, but if you want me to do another one of these soon, let me know and I will. I think I am going to go over to a friend's house now, which would be nice because I do just want to get out, as always. Please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, leave a comment down below about anything your little heart desires. If you could check out my Patreon before you go, I would love you forever and ever, because that is going to be the biggest help in this whole stupid situation of me getting a house and being able to make it livable and having a nice place for poor little Sebastian. I can't wait to have Sebastian back. Every time my mum sends me like a picture of a video of him, I'm like, oh. Like obviously I still go see him, but you know, it's not the same as like just having him there all the time. So yeah, I can't wait to get that sorted. So yes, Patreon, the link for that is down below, along with any other useful links. And I will see you in my next video, which should hopefully be soon. I'm trying to get more on top of it, but as I mentioned in my last Get Ready With Me video, I've just been so busy with house hunting, helping my friends move, helping my friends decorate, and all of that stuff. But I am trying. Okay, I will see you next time, lovelies.